we have another 3-card 5Ds tech archetype upon us, which is the Force archetype, used by Yusei Fudo in 5Ds in a grand total of 1 duel, which was against the Facility Chief, which rigged the game from the start and basically expected to for Yusei to forfeit since he didn't have his own deck with him. But all the other inmates surprised him when, from each and everyone's favorite card that they hid away when they were being transported into the facility, Yusei has managed to construct a new deck with which he dueled on the Facility Chief, and yeah, one of those cards was the card from this archetype, the Force archetype. So let's get to it, shall we? And that card that Yusei used was the original and the one and only Exiled Force. It's a level 4 warrior with 1000 attack and defense, and you contribute this card to target one monster on the field and destroy that target. So yeah, this was actually a pretty popular effect back in the day, because not only was this a level 4 warrior which was easily searchable by Rhoda, but it had a non-once per turn pop effect at the cost of tributing itself, and yeah, if you can somehow get multiples of these on the field, you can potentially wipe out 3 monsters from the opponent's field, which for a level 4 monster this old was actually a pretty formidable kind of effect. And as you can see now, this force is exiled from the metagame due to being incredibly slow and unreliable, since we have much better removal effects and much better level 4 monsters in the game in general. However, this force received 2 more forces into their ranks anyway, which are the other 2 monsters, first of which is Missing Force. It has 500 more attack than the original Exiled Force, and if you control no other monsters, you contribute this card to target one monster your opponent controls, take control of that target until the end phase. You cannot special summon or conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Yeah, this card had a lot to live up for, and man oh man does it not live up to the standards of its Exiled Force, even the old standards from eons and eons ago, because you have to control no other monsters if you want to activate this effect, and on top of all that you can steal a monster, which is okay, fair enough, but you cannot special summon, which is kind of the point of the main meta game in this day and age, and you also cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect, which, okay, for the time I guess you could live without the battle phase if you make decent use of the monster you stole with this effect, but this pretty much limits you to only using the monster as tribute material, because there's no other uses, because since you cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect. Mind Control was on the limited and semi-limited list for quite some time, on and off it actually, for quite a few formats. Change of Heart is still banned, and Brain Control was even errata because of how good the monster snatching effect was. And Snatch Steal speaks for itself. So yeah, Missing Force is definitely missing something in its card design. And the final card is Nomadic Force, the strongest of the forces in the attack value, having 200 more attack points than Missing Force. Guard Hulk would be proud. Anyway, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you contribute this card to target one face-down defense position monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Well, I surely believe that Sub-Terror players and Tindangle players are sure cowering in fear in the might of this Nomadic Force. And yeah, I'm not really being subtle here. This is the effect is just pure rancid ass, because face down defense position monsters are pretty much absent from the game unless you're playing against the aforementioned Tindangles or Sub-Terrors, and even then I would not consider this effect an A+ effect, since this thing needs to destroy something by battle in order to get this effect off, and it still needs to tribute itself because it needs to stay true to the archetype. Okay, so it should come to no surprise that everything gets a 1 out of 3 in the grading scale. So yeah, obviously the most useful one out of these is the exiled force, still to this day. Yeah, if you find someone you can play casually with, exiled force can actually be a very fun and quick monster removal in a pinch. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the force archetype. The rest of the force support was kind of forced into the archetype. Funny jokes, and yeah, the rest is history. I only have one more archetype that I missed, which I'll be uploading soon enough, and when I upload that, I only have one more archetype period left before we dive into the collection pack 2020 madness of archetypes. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more vids, and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as usual, I'll upload the next vid whenever I can. See you all, have a good day, and peace.